Well, I thought this was done, but it's not. So, this area has been giving me trouble, and I've done a lot to it just in the past like 20 minutes. It may not seem like a lot, but it was giving me trouble. It felt imbalanced. It felt like there wasn't enough there. This was still kind of gray to me. It looks better now. I'm going to leave, but I'll see tomorrow. And here's the thing that I think I've realized and I've learned that I need to take a different step, is that I thought this was done. I looked at it on the wall. I took a picture of it. I looked at the pictures. I felt really good about it. I put it here, and I put a finish on it. But then, because I thought it was done, I brought it out here. And when I brought it out here, and I put it up to take pictures of it, finished pictures, because I believed it was done, that's when I really started to notice, okay, there's some things here that aren't working. I need to do some stuff to it again. I was like, oh, maybe just a really minor adjustment here, a really minor adjustment there. And they have been pretty minor adjustments for the most part, in comparison to the whole thing. But I do feel happy with it now. And I just had that moment again where I was like, it's still pretty good. Like, it's like 97% or maybe 95%. Like, it's pretty good. And, like, I don't think anyone else is going to notice that thing that I noticed. But then again, if I notice it, someone else might. And I shouldn't be doing work that is good enough. I've talked about wanting to really stop that and not do that anymore and raise the bar for my art and myself and just really do my best. And that sounds so weird, but, like, when you're working on art, sometimes just if you work on like one single piece of art every once in a while, I think it'd be easy to be like, I'm going to do my absolute best with this. It has to be perfect. But I found myself, because I've been working on this for years, that I got to a point, and it's happened more than once, but I got to a point where sometimes I was like, that's good enough. Like, I'm just over it. And I didn't want to fix it because I was like, no one's going to notice that thing. Like, it's good enough. Like, someone will like it. And sometimes someone did like it and they bought it. But that didn't make me feel good. Like, I felt like I needed to push myself into a new area as an artist and just, like, again, just aim for, not perfection, but aim for the best that I can do. And if I am not happy with that, because again, in a year, I might be like, oh, I'm not really a huge fan of this piece anymore. But in the moment, I want to do my best, and I want to resolve the piece, like all aspects of the piece, to resolve it. And that can be really difficult with large-scale works, or, well, no, I find it difficult with small-scale stuff too. But, like, I feel good, and I don't feel anxious about, again, this process that has been changing the past year or two of, like, I don't have to do it all in one sitting. It's okay. Like, I can leave it, I can come back to it. That feels way better. In practice, in theory, it still is hard for me to get through. No, both of those things. It feels good in theory, and it feels good in practice sometimes, but other times in theory and practice, it's like I'm still struggling with it, and I'm still working through it, because, like, I feel good about it. Like, I'm not struggling very hard. Like, I know that this piece is better now because I worked on it over time. I know that it would have been different if I just had, like, a flash of brilliance and did it all in one sitting, and I would have been, like, done by now, because I would have, like, it's just a different way of working. And I think, like, sometimes that's okay, but I want to be okay with doing things slower and really coming back to it and coming back to it and coming back to it. And that's okay to do, and I think this piece is better for it. It's a very different piece for me. The scale of it is part of the reason that it is so different. But again, I'm just continuing to learn more about myself as an artist and my artistic practice and what I need to do, and I feel good about that. Like, I feel like I am growing as an artist, and no, it's not super comfortable sometimes, which it's not supposed to be, but I like that I'm feeling that growth. But that growth, I have to recognize it. Like, it's not growth as like, man, I'm creating so many pieces right now that they're just like coming out like boom, 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 and they're amazing. It's like, no. I am creating a little less visual artwork. I'm not as prolific, but the quality of them I am pushing myself with. And I think that that's just, I'm happy with that. That's what I want, right? Like, so anyway, those are just some things I'm learning about myself as an artist, and just like continuing to push myself in different directions, and be okay with things taking longer. And now I know, hey, go put it on the wall out there when you think it's done, before you put a finish on it. Put it on the wall out there, and then and then take pictures of it out there like it's done, and then sit with it again for a bit, and like maybe always take a day in between. Why not? If you think it's done, okay, cool. It's done. Don't do anything else to it. Leave it. The next time you come in, look at it again, take a picture of it again. Is it still done? Oh, it is? Then it's done. I got a shot of the necklaces there just because I got a message on Etsy from Switzerland where someone wanted to buy 6 of them, and they just wanted to figure out some shipping stuff because they're moving, and they wanted to make sure it got there before they moved. So I haven't heard back from them since I gave them the details, but we'll see. I have a whole bunch of the spray paint tip necklaces, and I have a whole bunch more tips that I want to turn into necklaces because they're sick colors and combinations. But I busted out 2 like a couple weeks back, just like on a random whim, and I hadn't done any for like over a year because they just don't sell very well. On Etsy I sell a couple here and there, but I think I've sold under 10, period. And I don't make a lot of profit off them either. I'm making like only like $1 or $2 off them, really, depending on shipping stuff. It's usually pretty accurate, but yeah. Anyway, I still have those, and then like the same thing with the paint tube necklaces, which are over here. Like, I really like them, and I've got more paint tubes I can use, but I've never even sold one of those ever. And I think it's a little more of a niche market than the spray paint tip necklaces, but those are pretty niche too. Anyway, shipped off another painting, and as you can see, the wall behind me no longer has that big 48 by 60 piece. That's downstairs. It's finally done. I talked about that on my Instagram and put it on Facebook as well, just like what I learned from that piece, and like patience and painting, or finding, painting to find patience. Anyway, Wren's first birthday today, so I'm going to go over there and we're going to see Wren do some birthday stuff. I don't know if I'll be recording that, but we'll get a little bit of her in there while I'm alone with her before everyone else gets home, because it's her first birthday. So there you go. Anyway, today I have off, but I've been working every day still, which is good, but I had an appointment, and so took the day off to deal with that appointment because I couldn't do it any other time or day. Wednesday mornings, that's it. That's all I can do apparently for a gastroscopy, which I had a little while ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago, and that was in the vlog as well. But basically got a scope put down my esophagus into my stomach, and that was incredibly unpleasant because I was not sedated for that. But yeah, they're just checking things out down there, making sure everything's cool. So keep you updated on that too. It's the birthday girl. It's a birthday girl. It's your first birthday. Oh, big stretch. Come on, let's go. Let's go, 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 go. That's not food. Go, go, go. Hi, sit. This isn't food. That's not food. Oh, goodness. That's not sitting. And sit. And sit. There you go. There you go. Pee all over that deck. Hi. Good girl. Happy birthday. That's not food. She's taken the GoPro before and like put a couple teeth marks in it because I left it in her reach, which was a dumb thing to do. It's Wren's birthday. It is Wren. I'm gonna get some stuff together get it all ready for a birthday surprise. Again, a pretty short vlog this week. I have 3 of these are old, and the necklace I just finished. So I've got 4 reviews I want to get done this next for this coming week, next upcoming week, and then I'll be caught up on like everything old that I should have reviewed then, but I didn't. So that's cool. We'll see if I get that done or not. Feeling pretty good. Worked every day but one this week when I was at the hospital getting stuff done, and then doctor's appointment and running around. And next week I'm booked every day, so that's good. It's busy, but it's good. After that, then we get well, I guess it's more like 2 weeks, and then we get some time off, which is forced time off, so it was not good for my finances, but I hope to get to the studio every day and really get some work done. Then again, biking. I need to get back on the bike, and I'm hoping to get a couple rides in before the break so that I can be ready to take advantage of the weather that I'm hoping to get, but also just taking advantage of the time that I'll have. And if the weather cooperates, then get out there on the bike and rip some trails. So I can't think of anything else right now, but feeling pretty positive, feeling good, and we'll see you on another time.